It was good. It was good. I got up, did my juicing, had some green celery, kale greens, put some carrots in there. Everything was great.
Fantastic. I've been hearing so much about juicing. Are you a vegetarian?
Well, yes, I'm a vegetarian, and I've been learning to more get involved into juicing to help me out because I can't eat everything in the morning. And matter of fact, the juicing is actually making me get more time in the morning.
Really? I need that. I need more time anywhere I can get it. How does juicing help you save time?
Well, I juice my stuff at night. Put it in the refrigerator. In the morning, I have my stuff ready to go. So when I'm running out the door, just grab the bottle and I'm gone.
That's a great idea. I heard a friend mention I believe it was Jack LaLannis as a juicer. Have you heard of that one, or is there another that you'd recommend?
Well, I don't want to put any names out there because I'm not getting paid for endorsing anybody's juicer. But I do have the Omega 8006 juicer, and it was recommended to me by a friend in Chicago, Maryland.
That sounds like a pretty heavy-duty piece of machinery. What's so great about it?
Well, it's real easy to clean. That's the most important thing. That was my criteria for finding a good juicer. One that was easy to clean. It's only like 3 parts that I actually have to clean. Take it apart, put it under the sink, clean it, get the pulp out, and I can put it back together and I'm ready to go again.
Well, that works. I think you might have been the 18th person that's mentioned juicing to me that I might actually go and try it sometime.
You should try it. You should try it. But don't tell everybody what juicer you're going to get.
Okay.
You do your research first.
I'll do my own research.
Yeah.
I'll do my own research. Excellent. Well, Darnell, I think you're very polished as a speaker. How have you developed your speaking ability?
Well, I actually got started in Toastmasters. I joined a club in Chicago called Extreme Toastmasters, I would say in January of this year, and my skills have improved, at least I hope so, have improved a little bit better since I've been in the club.
So what is it about this Extreme Toastmasters place that helped you improve?
Maria is so good, I'm telling you. This club, they do a round table discussion. So after you do your speech, you have maybe 25, 30 people have an opportunity to give you feedback on the speech. So you're going to get so many different evaluations, and that's not even including the evaluation that you get from the official evaluator that you have. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Toastmasters, but Toastmasters International Speaking Club.
So Darnell, I heard that in your day job you spend managing with property management, managing properties. Can you tell us more about what that is?
Well, this started about 10 years ago, and I was discussing it with one of your audience members from earlier today, and he was telling me how he was an underwriter. When they were giving away money for anybody who wants to get a loan to purchase a house, I went and took some classes on how to rehab single-family homes. It was a 2-day boot camp, and I got a wealth of information from that. During that time, 7 years ago, you did not have to have any documentation to prove your income. Anybody that had a post basically could get a loan and could get a house. So that's what I did. I went out and I purchased some single-family homes, rehabbed them, flipped them, sold them. And when the market suddenly dropped on me, I got stuck with some property. So I became a landlord. And I figured since I'm a landlord, I might as well make the best of it. So I got incorporated. My brother and I started a property management business. So we had to become landlords. We might as well help other landlords who are stuck in the same situation that we were in.
Oh, that's incredible. What do you feel has been the most exciting thing about that adventure?
The most exciting thing about that adventure, I don't know how many people in the audience are landlords out there, but for me, it would have to be the fact that I get my enjoyment of making sure other people have what they need and seeing that they are having a good environment, a good place to live, good affordable housing, because the rents aren't too high. Because we did get these properties at real cheap and we repaired them below market value, the rents are not that high, not super high, because we don't have that big mortgage loan.
Okay, wow. So is this something in the Chicago area, or have you expanded into other areas as well?
Well, it's in the Chicago area, south side, southwest side, south suburbs, and it's not so much my properties, but also I manage other people's properties. So between the two of us, and we have another person that helped us, it's actually not too bad. it's actually not too bad to get an opportunity to help people, help landlords and help tenants get affordable housing.
Oh, very cool. So what would you say got you motivated into getting into that? From where were you before you got into property management? What was your big change in motivation?
I would have to say my biggest motivation was when my father and my mother were trying to get a house. And they were planning on getting it with my sister. We were going to get a 4-unit building, and we were all going to stay in the same building. I was going to have an apartment. My sister was going to have an apartment. My parents were going to have an apartment. We were planning on renting out the third one. Well, my father passed before the plan came together, and everybody just kind of walked away from the plan. But I decided I wanted to stick with the plan. So my first home actually was a 3-unit building, and I didn't get a single family home to start off with. So I kind of stuck with what his vision was, and I wanted to continue it.
That's very powerful, very incredible to hear that from your story. What do you think other people would be most interested in hearing about the types of services that you provide or things related to property management?
I think most likely people who are landlords would probably want to know that subsidized housing is a good way to go, at least from my experience, because I know I'm going to get my check in the mail. I know I'm going to get my money, at least the majority of my money, if anything goes wrong with the tenant. Because I did have one tenant who was not on the voucher program, and they ended up, the husband lost his job, wife lost their job, and they couldn't pay the rent. And I did everything I could to not throw them out, and they did what they could, but they ended up moving. It didn't come to an actual eviction, but that's just an example of what can happen if you have regular people in the rental property that you have. And it was a single family home, so if one income goes down, everything goes down.
Okay. So what do you think lies in the future with your property management business? What do you see out there in a few years to 5 years?
Well, hopefully, I'll just hold on to what I have, wait for the market to go back up, and then sell those pages. That's the best thing I can hope for right now. I see your cameraman signaling to us that we're out of time. Thank you for the interview. And hopefully I'll come back on the show.
Love to have you back.